Am I the muggy for not stopping my husband snapping at my toxic sister-in-law? Hello everyone, this is your daily dose of mugginess. I've been a counsellor for over 20 years and I specialise in personality disorders. I'll be pointing out red flags and speculating on what personality disorder the OP might be dealing with. Dear Agnes, I'm a 25-year-old female and my husband Ryan is 26. We've been together 5 years and married for 1. I get along really well with his parents and brother, but not his sister Emily, who's 25. Emily constantly makes remarks about my body and clothes, such as, looks like you actually ate today. Stop buying clothes that are too big, it's trashy. Wow, she's finally eating, and so on. Ryan has spoken to her privately numerous times and called her out, but she just ignores him and says I'm oversensitive and she's not doing anything but joking. My whole life I've been fine wearing smaller size clothing. I've also had trouble gaining weight, but with Ryan's help, Ryan is helping me work out and lift more, and I've begun getting in my target weight range. 2 weeks ago, everyone was over at our house for a pool day and dinner. Ryan and his dad were grilling hamburgers, and I went up to grab a plate and filled it with a lot of food. When I sat down to eat, Emily said, "Wow, finally, about time you started eating like a real person." I ignored her and started eating. She didn't like it that I didn't give her a reaction, so she called to Ryan and said, "Hey, Ryan, your wife is finally eating, so now you don't have to sleep with a bag of bones." And then she laughed. Everyone was silent for a moment, but Ryan snapped and told her to get the heck out of our house and not to come back. Of course she protested, but he let her know he's tired of her treating me badly and we had given her too many chances to change, and now she's lost the privilege of being around us. She then demanded their parents do something, but her parents walked up to her with her bag and said they would walk her to her car. Once they came back, they apologised profusely for her behaviour and said Ryan did the right thing. For the last 2 weeks, everyone hasn't been in contact with Emily unless they're saying telling her to apologise, but she's refusing, saying she did nothing wrong and was just joking with her brother. Her friends and even some other family members are saying I'm just oversensitive and a horrible woman for taking her parents and brothers away from her. Before we blocked her, she told me that I should have just laughed at her joke and stopped Ryan from snapping at her, and that now she has no one to cry to because I took her family away. I'm now starting to feel a bit bad because they were always so close. So, am I the muggy for not stopping my husband from snapping at his sister? My reply: this is typical behaviour of a narcissist. She's telling you should have controlled someone else's behaviour, which of course is impossible. She's so jealous of you, she must shine green every time she sees you. Let her crack on. Now she's having a tantrum because she's got no one to cry to. Your husband isn't her therapist. I'm guessing she hasn't got many friends. You haven't taken away anyone. Her behaviour has done that. Because nice people don't want to appear rude and give people the benefit of the doubt, toxic people like her keep being obnoxious and then gaslight you by saying they're only joking. When people say they're joking but are in fact being rude, ask them to explain the joke because you don't get it. Then look confused and say you still don't get it, that you thought a joke was supposed to be funny to the person it's aimed at. Letting people's bad behaviour go only lets them ramp it up. All bad behaviour needs to be nipped in the bud after the first time. I'm glad your husband stuck up for you. Nobody should talk about people's appearance unless it's in a complimentary way. And not having his sister around anymore is no biggie. You can see your in-laws at your house when it's a special occasion. Even when it's Christmas, you can see them on a day before or a day after. There's always ways of getting out of seeing toxic family members.